Hi, this is Muqaddas. Today I am going to teach you an important topic from syllabus design and material development. So basically today I am going to cover types of syllabus. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. So basically we have six types of syllabus. First is grammatical syllabus, then theoretical syllabus, then situational syllabus, skill-based syllabus, task-based syllabus, and last content-based syllabus. Now see what is grammatical syllabus. So see, grammar, we can say it's structural syllabus as well. See, I told you in my previous video and continuously I am telling you we can guess or we can understand the basic concept of the word by looking at the word. Okay, now here we have word grammatical syllabus. So grammar, here the word grammatical shows something related to grammar or its structure or rules of the language. Okay, so basically if we talk about a roughly idea about this word, so here something is about grammar of the language and something is about the structure of the language. Okay, so let's see the description. Grammatical syllabus is also known as structural syllabus because it concerns with teaching the rules or structure of grammar. So, in which the content of language teaching is grammar. So, basically, through a grammatical syllabus, or we design grammatical syllabus to teach grammar or to teach structure of the language. Like, if I want to design a syllabus, like firstly, I will just edit what is noun, then what is pronoun. So here, how to use noun and how to use pronoun, how to use adverb and adjective, etc. So here, for teaching these all rules of the grammar, these all concepts of the grammar, I will design a grammatical syllabus. Okay, I hope now this is clear. Now the second syllabus is theoretical syllabus. Actually, theoretical syllabus is also known as functional syllabus. Okay, so here functions means whenever we use functions of language as a content in the syllabus. For example, like if I want to like adapt theoretical syllabus, then I will just teach my students functions, or I will just add functions like how we make suggestions in a language, English language basically, how we give advice and how we ask questions and direction, etc. So these all are the functions of the language. Whenever I will just use and whenever I want to design a theoretical or functional syllabus, that means my content of syllabus will be functions of the language. Now let's see the description. It's also known as functional syllabus because it uses function of language as a content. It focuses on meaning and communicative purpose. Okay, here the purpose is communication, that how we can communicate with the people. Okay, here communication is important. In grammatical syllabus, the written communication is important and written communication can be improved or enhanced. But in theoretical or functional syllabus, our communication like speaking skills or listening skills can be enhanced or developed. Okay, so now we have third type, that is situational syllabus. Okay, now here situation means a specific situation or environment where we have to use that language or we where we have to communicate. Okay, like as a teacher, if I want to implement situational syllabus, so what will I do? I will just add a lot of or maybe my target situation which I want my student to become like proficient. So I will add those situations like communication between uh, teacher and student, or communication between a manager or a customer, or a situation between a doctor and patient like a lawyer and judge, etc. Okay, so let's see the description of situational syllabus. It's also known as a topical syllabus in which the situations are used as a content. So here content means what we are teaching. Okay, the top material or like topic content. Okay, so here in which the situations are used as a content, we use situations as a content, like what we are teaching, what we have to teach is situations. Okay, and whether real or imaginary, its goal to teach how to deal with specific situations. So see, Situations can be real or imaginary, because see, if I want to like teach my student that how to deal in a hotel or how to deal in a hospital, so I cannot just take them in a hospital or in a hotel to like let them know that how they are just communicating and how they like behaving in that situation. No, situation can be imaginary. I can just tell them that imagine like you are in a hospital and you have to communicate with a doctor. Okay, so here situations can be imaginary or real. The goal of this syllabus is to teach student how to deal in a specific situation. So basically we want to develop communicative competence of the students for a specific situation or context. So now let me briefly tell you what is communicative competence. Basically, communicative competence is a term which shows that ability to communicate in a specific situation. Like situational, we can say situational competence. See, communicative competence means communicative means communication. Competence means ability to communicate effectively according to situation. Okay, for example, if I am going to a hospital, so I cannot like communicate or talk to them informally. Okay, there is a specific like registers, or there is specific action or like vocabulary will be changed as compared to whenever I will just communicate with my friends or my family. Okay, so I hope now it's clear. And then we have fourth type, that is skill based syllabus. Skill means ability to do something proficiently. Okay, so now let's see the skill based syllabus. So it uses collection of specific abilities that may play a part in language use. Okay, skill as a content. Also here, so see, in skill based syllabus, we use collection of specific abilities to like improve the skills of language, the skills or abilities which are used in language like speaking, reading, writing. So these all are the skills of the language. Whenever I want to improve the skills of English language of my student, then I will like adapt a skill based syllabus. Okay, so then skill is a content means in this syllabus I use content skills. Okay, my content is skills. Okay, the goal is improve the skills of English language. The goal or purpose of this syllabus is improvement of language skills. Okay, like how to comprehend from a reading text, how to comprehend from a reading, and how to like comprehend or understand a listening, like speaking of an other speaker. It they are also skills. I told you in the first line it uses collection of specific abilities. So basically comprehension and writing and these all things are also abilities which we have to be good or proficient in them. So basically this labor work on the collections of the abilities which help us to develop or to improve our skills which we use in English language. Okay, then the fifth type is task based labor. So task means activities, like we can say activities or projects like something. So basically in task based syllabus, the content of teaching or the content of the syllabus are a task. Okay, task or activities. So here task refers activities which is useful for teach a language. For example, if I want to just improve the speaking of my student, or I just want my student to be like critical, so here I will just give them task. Task will be according to the interest of my student. Okay, so here task can be presentation, test or assignment. Okay, it depends on the interest of my student. So how can I know their interest? Of course, I told you in my the basic or first video of material development, we can understand their interest and their needs through need analysis. Okay, so here we have a sixth type, that is last type, that is content based learning. Content means like subject, or content means like we have information, knowledge or subject. Okay, so here content based syllabus is not a language teaching syllabus. Basically, it is not like designed for the purpose of language teaching, but it adapted for from like subject teaching to language teaching. How? Let me tell you. The primary purpose of content based syllabus is to teach some content or information using the language that the students are also learning. Yes, so see, as you know, that as a Pakistani student, we want to learn or we want to improve our English language, and the major subjects like science, or like science, natural science, or like social science, they both can be understood through English language. Okay, so we have to develop our English language. So here, content means if I want to learn like a biology, so here biology will be taught in English language. So here I will adapt this content based syllabus to learn biology, but simultaneously it is also improving my language. How? Why? See, understand the concept. I want to teach biology. Okay, and biology can be like taught in English language. So here I will teach biology in English language. Okay, so here what will be the product? See, simultaneously student will be able to learn biology as well as English language. Okay, why? Because all the content, all the like medium of instruction of my class is English language. So of course, whenever they listen English language or whenever they read their material or content in English language, of course, automatically their English will be improved. So that's all for today. If you have any query or question, you can ask me. Thank you so much.